This is the Inner Whisper Coach. I've received a request to do a video around the topic of being able to stay in one's own skin, not losing oneself in others. I would like to clarify a couple of things to you before we really set off together. First did something good for someone, yet someone didn't really like it as much as you did, so then you feel bad. I often find it easier to work on doing something for someone else when I can't determine what I need to do for myself. I can see how history of getting too involved in other people's feelings. At this point, I'm probably more reserved than I used to be. But I know the potential for me to get this way is there, especially if I am stressed out and don't want to deal with my own stuff. Shall I continue? Okay. I'm able to watch myself more from going off the deep end. I think when we don't know what we're fighting, we are held captive to more compulsive behaviors that become difficult to shake. I do not only get highs through others, but lows too when I don't get the response that I expected. I often rely on others to bring me happiness. I am stuck with the puzzle I have, but my helping someone else with their puzzle might give me a new or fresh perspective and helps me see mine in a new light. It is strange, but it works. I sometimes have trouble giving a name to my feelings. At those times, I have to process them properly to understand them. I can tend toward depression, and at those times I do rely on others to cheer me up. I gravitate to happy people so that I don't sink any lower. It isn't a permanent fix, but it helps me feel my inner spark and know that I don't have to feel depressed. I think in relationships we do have to let a little bit of ourselves go in order to get close to someone else. Opening up to others is a compromise. But the problem with relying on others to provide the good vibes all the time is that they will not always be there. And further to that, we should not want them to. I am a 35-year-old single successful woman. I am passionate about my career and I have an active social life. 6 months ago, I met the man of my dreams. He loves spending every minute he can with me. Looking back on those 6 months, what I have to admit is that all my time is spent making dinners for my boyfriend, babysitting his daughter on the weekend while he is playing football with his friends. I've not replied to any of my mom's calls, my friends' emails, or my colleagues' Facebook status updates. attitude and behavior for such a long time now that I actually don't know anymore what the real me genuinely feels. Fortunately, some of my friends told me they thought I was disappearing. A disappearing woman, they said. And that made me realize that it was time to take off my blindfold and start listening. I'm giving myself some space away from my boyfriend now. I realize I was very isolated these last 6 months, nearly totally disconnected from my friends and family, and that isolation made me more and more dependent on my boyfriend, which in turn is easy for him to manipulate and control me. So I'm now working on discounting that behavior and becoming less and less dependent on my boyfriend. Yeah, I've reconnected with my friends and family. And I have regular coaching sessions that give me a sense of empowerment. Thanks to my coach, I have a good helicopter view of my roadmap, which helped me to make some adjustments down there in between the grassroots. I take time to be alone. I deliberately don't keep my mobile with me, and I don't listen to the radio or watch TV. In this alone time, I paint or meditate a bit, and I try to find my way back to my own feelings. I guess I'm in the process of rediscovering what I really want out of life. I'm also learning not to be afraid or to get angry, and that is a first for me, because in my upbringing it was not allowed for me and my sisters to ever get angry. Those feelings were suppressed in us, I think. I've identified with my coach that what I am looking at is overcoming my fear of expressing my emotions, even the ones that seem negative. I'm learning to use anger as a powerful ally, taken in small portions. And when I'm able to do that, I get empowered, and it helps me to separate my feelings of dependency. I'm stepping into the outside world again as well. I now have a group of people who encourage me to have my own life. Looking back, I can see that it was wrong from the beginning. My boyfriend wanted to be with me every night, and he dropped all his friends in order to be with me. That was definitely not a good sign. At the time it felt great, I must admit. I really only wore my rose-colored glasses, but he became more and more needy and started to even be a bit controlling. Things are getting back into a more healthy perspective now, I'm glad to say. I think you could say that my boyfriend was in the place of my full self, which did not make me feel better or safer, but even more needy and bereft. The void that I was feeling was the absence of my own full self. I guess the question all women should ask about their relationships is, does this relationship that I'm in at present allow time for being alone? I don't really know whether this counts for men as well, because yes, of course, there is also men watching this video, presumably. It's an interesting thought. So, if there are any male viewers out there who are watching this video, let me know what it is that you would like to be addressed as a topic, and give me a little bit more of your own insight, because it's always choices do you now see you have? Yeah, I hear that. Yes. So what I hear you say is, I have more than just the one choice. I need to figure out what the other choices are that come closest to the natural me. Yeah, I understand that. Sounds good. Well, I guess we come to the second part of our session here. You asked me to use another couple of elements of the symbol trail to visualize the topic of this session. And I will lay it out for you. And I will put the elements on it that come out the clearest from the quotes and passages that I read out and that you rated yourself against. I will point them out when they are on the table, but I will mention them here and now as well, so you will recognize them when the whole trail is filled. You will see the helicopter view. You will see the drama and empowerment perception. I will place those there and there. I will show you the needs, life spheres, obstacles, external factors in other people, emotions, attitude and behavior, the parent, adult, and child ego states, life script, present, future, or ideal picture, choices, both the viable and not viable ones, and actions. So, would you be ready for some simple trail work on your own? Okay, yeah, that's good. So what did you say? Yeah, it's going to be a bit of work, alright. But sure. Yeah, presumably you want to learn something, otherwise, presumably again, you would probably not be here. Okay, so you can sit back and relax a bit while I lay out the simple trail for you. Okay? Hold on a moment. Hi, I'm back. As you can see, I have set up the symbol trail for you. And as you know, as usual, this gives you the helicopter view. Okay? So I'm going to take this away because you know this by now. So again, as I said before, we're talking about elements of the symbol trail, the helicopter view, that was that one. Here you have the perception drama with victim, persecutor, rescuer. Here you have the perception empowerment, where from victim one becomes creator. Instead of persecutor, one becomes a challenger. And instead of a rescuer, one becomes one's inner coach. I have added life spheres because no matter what the topic is, but especially with this topic that we have, the life spheres are likely to be affected. Health, wealth, family, relationships, personal development, career job, playtime, other. External factors and other people, emotions, attitude and behavior, life script, parent, adult, child, psychological needs, the need for certainty, the need for variety, the need for significance, the need for connection, proposing something, whether they asked you to do it or not. To tailor to the other's willingness to be helped. To be willing to forsake personal boundaries to satisfy the other's needs, wildly unconditional. To maintain personal boundaries regarding how and when help is to be given, wisely conditional. To have as a primary agenda the satisfaction of one's own needs. To be sincerely responsive to the needs of the other person. A form of control. A form of respect. Interference of the neurotic ego. Elaborations of the dysfunctional ego standing alone. Healthy possibilities in mindfulness, collaborations of the healthy ego in relationship with others, fear and defensiveness, caution, greed, wanting only what is necessary and sharing with others, subjective interpretation, open-mindedness, judgment, bias, fair assessment, censorship, openness, blame, fair assessment, attachment to an outcome, perseverance towards goals, control, cooperation, retaliation and retribution, asking for amends and forgiving others, scenarios from childhood and former relationships. I have mourned the past, learned from it, and now I want something better. Indulge my ego. Confront and free my ego. I demand 100% of my need fulfillment from you. I hope to get about 25% of my need fulfillment from you. I am a codependent. I am an adult. Because you please me sexually. Because we have been together so long. Because I don't know whether I will ever find someone else. I can't let you go. Even though you do not meet me at my soul or adult level. Even though you please me sexually, even though we have been together so long, even though I don't know whether I will ever find someone else, I have to let you go because you do not meet me at my soul or adult level. Well, how did that go for you? You did great work. What are the biggest insights and learnings you got from this session? And with those insights and learnings, can you define the outcome that you now know for a fact you can start working towards in real time? Let me know